Hi. What are you doing watching me? We're not even open yet. I'm here at work and I don't have a tie, and not that I really need one, but I got this shirt with these buttons on the collar. So, um, and since we do a lot of adding things up, I like to sometimes wear a tie made out of adding machine tape. Um, I don't know who really ever wants to wear a tie. I guess I do, but um, usually it's kind of forced on people. If you go to a fancy restaurant or something, and even after you're dead, they make you wear one at your funeral. But so what I've started doing is you take a roll of adding machine tape, used. It's backwards because I'm using, well, it's a weird thing with my camera. Um, and what you do, you measure out about as tall as you are, a little bit higher, a couple inches taller. And you can cut off more, but then you just have to cut some off later. And I just kind of like to live on the edge. Um, so right side up, and then you put it around your neck, the long end. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. But then you need to have a short end that's somewhere around the middle of your chest. There. Well, this is just like teaching you how to tie a tie. It doesn't matter. You just have to be a little more careful with the paper one. So, sure to leave a little bit here. You don't want to lose that. Um, the collar up. And then this end goes around once, around another time, and then I'm sure it doesn't get all twisted around, and then goes up like that. Again, make sure it's not all bent up. And then you put the end through the two layers that you just made by going around. And hopefully you can still find it. Oh, I can't find it. That's what she said. No. And then it's pretty much a tie. Kind of pull on the long end. Yeah. Hold on to the short end, because you're going to make, when you tug on it, you're going to make it longer. Try not to say that's what she said. Sometimes it's like a sneeze. You can just wait it out and it'll go away. Okay, so tug on the short end, yeah, to make it longer. A little bit, not too much, but you have to hold the knot. You made the knot there. And then you tug on the short end. You're holding the knot. And that tightens the tie. So that's pretty normal for what you're used to if you're used to wearing a tie. I like to get it a little tighter. Oh, what was that? Okay, so you can't really see it, but the long end goes to my belt, and then the short end is a little short. Yeah. Okay, so that looks pretty good, other than, that's crinkled. You can tell it's, well, I can tell that it's numbers here instead of whatever design people put on ties. Okay, so that's about as tight as I want it. That's what I said. And then it's a little weird because it's good up here, but when you get back there, it's going to be really tight and almost too much. Yeah, that's what she said. Okay. So you kind of have to crinkle the paper a little bit, get it to fit. Again, being kind of careful not to rip the paper. Then button the buttons. I like to button the buttons, or have a shirt with buttons. Even if you're adjusting it during the day and it rips, you can kind of keep it in place. Anyway, so you have a paper tie here. And then, so that looks good. And what you can do is, if you don't just want the numbers from when it was used as adding machine tape, you can decorate it. Oh, I like to, instead of just letting it swing around like that, I like to, you can either tape it or staple it. You don't need a tie tack or anything. I like to use glue. And it doesn't really matter because it's paper. So there's a little glue there. A little bit off center, so you know there are two pieces there. And there is your tie. But, like I said, you can decorate it. If you feel good about drawing on it, you can draw on it. What would you, well, it's red, but if you want to, for Christmas, you want to do a Christmas tree, you can draw a Christmas tree here. Color it in. Well, my marker is kind of dry there, but you can, oh, that's upside down. Yeah, be sure to make sure that it's not, yeah, it's upside down when you're drawing it. You can, again, if you're pretty confident you have the right length, you can decorate it ahead of time, except for the knot. I like to decorate the knot, and that you have to do after it's tied, pretty much, unless you're really good at knowing the length you want. I like to just print something out on the internet, because make sure it's something that's not too big, like 2 inches wide basically is what the paper is. So yeah, but yeah, if you mess up and do something upside down, you can just glue something on top of it, or whatever. If you really want to let your kids do it, they can decorate your tie. Easiest thing I did was for Easter, did Easter eggs. But like I said, the other thing, you can just print something on the internet and just stick that on your tie, especially up here. Damn it, that's upside down too. Anyway, yeah. So that is the paper tie. That's how you do it. If you decorate it well, people won't even know it's paper. If you don't decorate it at all, some people might not notice, but at some point, if they're wondering what the design is, they're going to notice. So anyway, that's how I have fun with a tie. And people think I'm kooky or whatever. That's kind of what I want, you know. I'm wearing it. You know, if you have a job where you need to wear a tie, well, it's a tie. What more do you want? You might be dead inside from being a corporate drone. I don't know, whatever. But you're not really dead.